support. So it looks like we are about to go live here in just a moment.
Oh, we ready? Map 1, as you see us flying through Cobble, and now into the pistol round. It will be B's Money Crew who picked the map, and Vault actually elect to start on the terrorist side first.
Surprising.
I think so. I'm not sure. Now that we do the coin flip and there's no knife round, you do give up some of your earlier picks. I'm actually going to need to refresh on those rules that we've adopted. Because there's no more knife round, although I think one of the coin flip options leads to a knife round. It's maybe a little bit confusing for me, but let's look at Vault. They're heading up for an A hit.
Indeed they are. I mean, they've already pushed all the way up A halls, and you can already see a huge rotate because B already pushed through long B. That's going to be confusing.
Yep.
But so that means the quick flank's already set in. So Vault's in kind of a tough situation. They just need to win a lot of gun battles here. And so far, they're doing okay. It's a 2v2, but they got to worry about this flank from B. But it seems they've caught on to it. They've already taken them down to 9 HP. But it's all up to Gramps now. And he can't get it done. Crondile, actually, with 3 kills. Really nicely done by him. And that was just... oh, Crondle, sorry.
I like the extra flare, though.
Yeah, my fault. I feel like I'm going to mess that up at least a few more times this cast,
right.
though. It's 100% going to happen. I just call my crocodilus.
Call him whatever you want. You're the one with the microphone. You can't say anything until he gets on Twitter later or maybe Reddit or something. But, ooh, wow, that nade seemed extra loud with that glass breaking.
Didn't do any damage, though.
No, it did not. Oh, that did.
That one
Effie
did.
and Nerdy taking a lot as the nades come out of the drop room from either B or Deca, who are playing in there. We've got P90s, FAMAS, so mostly submachine guns, but of course those P90s are more than the FAMAS anyways, so somewhat of an expensive upgrade for B's Money Crew. They'll want to make sure they don't lose anybody on this round.
Well, you can see that bomb's making its way up long A, but they're trying to make some presence at drop to maybe hold off or rotate, but unfortunately they just got cleanly killed, so they didn't really cause Logan to have to move, and they'll be able to double back with B already, so this is not really looking good for Vault.
Oh, Logan, nice. He was kind of shifting positions within the site. I was a little scared he was going to get caught in the open, but he finds the double spray down. And I did get the ruling on how the coin flips work. So there's a coin flip. The winner of the coin flip can choose either first pick, second pick, or third map side choice. If they choose third map side choice, then the other team gets to choose if they pick first or second. So somewhat confusing, and it basically means that us as casters will no longer know who picked what side. I'm going to go ahead and assume B's Money Crew...
Wouldn't it be the side choice goes to whoever... So it isn't like, oh, your opponent picked the map, you get side choice? That's not how it goes anymore?
No, because if you want third map side choice in the third map, then the other team
your opponent gets to pick whether they pick the first map or the second map, I thought.
No, they get to pick first or second. Oh, I don't know. Ferrari's going to explain it to me further. I'm confused.
It's all good, man.
Vault not doing too much here with their ecos. So we get to the 3-0. We'll go into round 4. Oh, yeah, you're right. So I guess it's still the same then.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing that changed is like how third map side choice works. This is all it really is. So, yeah, Vault did elect to go T-side first, which isn't that uncommon on this map. I would say this map and Dust 2 are probably a couple of the maps where you'd actually want it to start T-side first. And this, I guess it's team preference at the end of the day, but those are the 2 maps you might see it happen more often than not, if it is going to. As we are now in our initial rifle round, looks like Vault is just going to be pretty spread out default, just Nerdy and Mitch kind of playing together over towards the B side of the map, while the rest just kind of slowly work control of middle, maybe just get control of middle room, get control of A halls. Once you get control of A halls and middle, you can actually push A site back, which means they don't really have any information, so it makes it really hard to rotate, but I've seen BMC has really been favoring, like, putting 4B right off the bat, and Mitch has already taken one of them out. That was a really nice shot on the B.
You'll also notice that Nerdy has a MAC-10 in the first rifle round. How much money does Nerdy have? Oh, not that much, but if he didn't get the nades, I think he could have got a full rifle. He loves the MAC-10, though, and he can do a lot of damage with it. It could be a problem that everyone has head armor, and that's what Nerdy kind of likes to exploit when he goes for that MAC-10, the fact that CTs won't go for head armor, but since they got off to a good start, They're set. P90 still up for Krondl. Dekka's trying to make this rotation over. Gets the no-scope onto Mitch's face through the murder hole there. 3-on-3, it's evened up. Bomb has crossed into the A site, though, and it is going down. Nerdy on CT slope. Again, that Mac 10. He's going to have to close the distance before he takes the fight. 2 men up on the balcony, and Krondl's already creeping up onto the site. Support from above from his teammates. He's going to go in. Oh, spots the man at wooden fence. Does damage to them both, but doesn't kill either. Now Nerdy's going to get involved. Just being a nuisance. Doesn't even get the kill, but stings up Food, and there is Nerdy bringing down Dekka as that final kill.
Yes, I mean, just good job there at the beginning by Mitch to like get an initial kill at B, which pretty much holds everyone in place. I mean, they were already stacking 4B as it was, but then you get a kill, and you're pretty dedicated now to kind of play in that area. And Vault able to exploit that by then splitting the A bomb site. Dekka, had to try to rotate with the op, make something happen. It just didn't work out. So, a pretty comfortable round win there for Vault. Nerdy will hold on to the Mac 10. I guess maybe anticipating there might be some type of save from BMC, but it's not going to be the case. They are going to force up what they can. They're low on utility, but still a lot of rifles. Food the only one that might be a slight disadvantage with the Mag 7, but we know at the broken wall or at drop down room that Mag 7 can still be quite an obstacle to deal with.
Oh, yes.
So.
Just asked Optic Gaming. I can't even remember at this point who they lost to in that game, but it was pretty rough. That was Splice at the American Miners. I think it was Davey with the Mag 7, but now it's Food, and Nerdy again still with the Mac 10. This time though, B, Food, and Logan without head armor, so they're very susceptible to the accuracy that Nerdy brings with that weapon. Up on Mitch. And it looks like the B take is going to be underway. Smoke on one side, a drop, Molotov to the other. Warkar trying to get out through this smoke. Does get flash, slowed him up a little bit. And of course, Food at the broken wall with that mag. Warkar looked like he wanted to throw a Molotov up onto the top of the tree, and Food has struck first. Food that fights back. That doesn't sound very appetizing. Nerdy going to break into drop with that Mac 10, and it's Logan shooting a man in the legs until he falls down. But now left in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, he's going to try to push the smoke here at Rectangle and see if he just can't push in, but Effie's just watching the smoke, waiting for it, picks it up, no problem. And Vault now 2 rounds in a row, winning both full rifle rounds, and now finally forcing BMC to probably take a save here, which means a great opportunity to tie up the game. And, I mean, nothing really to say too much about that round, just kind of your real standard, heavy B hit. They just out-traded their opponent, and, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's just kind of how this map plays out sometimes on the B side of the map.
Okay. And again, I will comment on the fact that there's still a Mac 10. This time, though, against pistols, it's going to be even more dangerous for the poor CTs. Only Krondl here with armor. He's gone for a 5-7. Man up through the smoke. That's going to be Fu with the P250. Takes down Effie. Krondl, we see him playing on one of those sides of the rectangle. It's got 4 sides. I don't have a number for all of them, but Gramps watching the flank. Now B going to try to go into the smoke. Be a ninja, but it won't work out. Nerdy finds 2. Goes in for the AK. And just like that, it's 3-3.
Yeah, I mean, didn't really expect much different from that round. I mean, it had to be a save there from the CT side, so obviously just your terrorists taking full advantage of that over there at Vault. So now that we're all squared away at 3-all, we're on to our next rifle round, but B's Money Crew, no op, pretty low on utility as well, so this is not really the ideal situation that they'd like to be in. But again, they are showing that they like to stack this B side of the map, putting 4 there off the bat. Even Logan isn't really committed to A so much. He was actually by the door. Now he's finally kind of starting to get back towards the site. Dekka begins to rotate over as well. Vault's already cleared out the A halls, and Vault, now is in the ideal scenario for default. You've pushed A back. They don't really have the intel. And as time ticks away, these guys are going to start getting flustered and start have to moving around a little bit.
Well, Mitch will give them some information. Uses a Molotov, clearing out the close corners. Dekka now spotting him and will actually extinguish that. Putting out the flames with the smoke and also blocking off Mitch's line of sight. So he'll have to wait. 3 people, meanwhile, gearing up at drop. Hard to tell exactly what they want to do. It seems like it might be an A-split, especially with the pick that comes out there. But the bomb is still in drop. Will they bring it up connector? It looks like they might. Rukar first out the window. Spots Food is killed, and the trade does not come out. There it is. Effie's able to get it. Gramps is still watching any smoke push-throughs that might happen in B. in the connector, is able to drop the bomb. So 3 on 2, but the CT's with some bomb control. Crondle still caught off as Gramps watching the flank, and now it's up to B. He's already got 2 kills, and all right, they scoop up the bomb, and they will run into the B's site. Got a pause actually coming in for Crondle. I wonder if there was a technical issue, or if already they want to talk about things, because it looks likely that they might be losing 4 in a row. Gramps is pretty low. He will survive that first B sting, we'll call it. Not the second, though, as B continues to move in, but on the site, it's Mitch.
Yeah, so I mean, Vault is kind of working what they're given on their default. You know, just pushing A back, putting some pressure there, but it was just really situational. Like they found themselves in a spot where their best option was to just run that bomb through connector and actually double back over to the B bomb side after initially wanting to take a look at A. And so that's just really all about playing your default and just kind of responding and adapting to the pressure that's put on you. And they came out pretty well on that. So they're up now 4-3. Money, again, quite low on BMC. Even last round wasn't particularly good by. They didn't really have any utility. This round would be even worse. They decide
Tell
to
them later.
do it. So, yeah, I mean, what do you think here? I mean, Vault's been successful in all their gun rounds so far, and they're not really doing anything special. They're just either doing your standard B hit or just playing, fairly default. I know this map is one of the tougher ones to play CT side on, so I'm not sure if this trend will just hold or what.
Well, they did use this pause. They didn't want to use a tactical pause, but I almost feel like if you're going to pause to sub in a player, it should be a tactical pause. So I don't know. I'm sure that we'd give them another one if they wanted to take one.
Yeah, I mean,
but as you saw the message pop up, there is technically out of them. But Wrath has come in now.
And Deca
Crondle left, and now Deca has left. So it looks
What
like
is going on?
they were just buying the time with those stand-ins to replace it with the actual members of the team. So that's what's going on.
That's so
No,
weird that they couldn't
Deca's
just
back.
start with their normal 5 then. So weird.
Well, Deca's back. Maybe they weren't expecting Wrath. Maybe he was doing something that was kind of hard to schedule around, like playing Counter-Strike.
Oh.
Had to finish the MM game.
Maybe, man. Might have been. Can't lose that rank.
Ah. Okay, so they are ready to go. And I see no complaints from Vault that Wrath has now joined, so everyone is happy. Oh, do I have the... No, I don't. Sorry. I saw a Twitch chat making me think I had my overlays backwards, but I don't. So B's Money Crew are broken after that last round, and already they go for this counter boost. They've taken a lot of damage, but it will net be a frag. He takes down Nerdy. Food is quite low here, hiding out at this broken wall. Effie is trying to find the entry. B's, oh, it's actually Deca that gets a piece of him first. I thought it was maybe going to be B hiding out under the smoke. C spots Mitch falling, but the aim not quite present. Food is going to peek out. Gramps is lagged out, or just really trusts Rarkar, but I'm pretty sure he's lagged out. And Logan doesn't know this. He thinks his... He didn't think Gramps was lagged out, but he was. And then he actually doesn't even win the battle against Rarkar.
What is this game, Joey?
I don't know. Welcome to North America.
NACS, man. I got nothing after watching that.
Well, I understand who was the last person up. I don't even remember at this point. But they thought Gramps was obviously alive and was just covering like rock or something, and we're trying to make the play by not killing him. But unfortunately just didn't win that first battle.
Yep. So anyway, now we're going to see a full buy here from B's Money Crew, but Vault very, very quick on the B attack, just coming down drop down room like just as fast as they possibly could. Didn't work out as well as they had hoped. They're actually a man down, so a little bit of a dicey situation here, but now they've played it back into an even 3-on-3, but Effie's very low on HP, and they still have to worry about B who's hiding at Chicken Coop. They haven't even figured that out yet. So this is going to be very difficult here for Gramps and Nerdy.
They had a pretty nice nade that brought Wrath down to half HP, expecting to be waiting at the window, and now, as you mentioned, B hiding out in Chicken Coop. They find him, or rather he finds them, and it's all up to Gramps in the 1 versus 3 with the minute to go. This is a hard battle to win first, and it looks like Wrath had run out of ammunition, so now Gramps on 20 HP, trying to bait some shots by jumping and shoulder peeking a little bit. We'll drop a smoke. I don't know if that smoke's going to help him. Either way, B missed the shot. I don't think the smoke had anything to do with it. B's Money Crew find themselves another round.
Yep, so finally putting one on the board, but Vault has won several rounds in a row, so they're not really hurting for money at all at this point. Though, I guess if they lost this round, they would be in kind of a broken buy or full save scenario next round. So if B's Money Crew can win this one, that would actually maybe put them in position to take the lead back at 6-5, which would be great for the CT side of this map. I mean, we kind of talked about how this map seems to have leaned T side for quite a while now. And so if you can get, 8 or so rounds on the CT side, then you're actually not looking too shabby, especially since this is B's Money Crew's map pick. So I'd assume that they have some decent tactics for the T side to put up a good amount of rounds there. That is an assumption, after all. Not really too sure.
I see a lot of people in the chat asking if BMC, B's Money Crew, is MILF. Man, I like fragging or love fragging.
That's how they were listed on CSGO
Yeah,
Lounge,
they were listed that way on CSGO Lounge because MILF has been listed on CSGO Lounge before, and it's the same roster. But in CEVO, their name is B's Money Crew, so that's what shows up when we push our overlays.
They're also called Golly Deluxe in the SEA, so take your pick on what team name you want for these guys.
Do I bet on the team that has 3 different names, or maybe stick with Vault? I don't know. Or pass. I think I might pass.
Yeah, just pass on betting skins.
Oh, well, we're not
Kyle told me
allowed.
so.
Yeah. Not that I would anyways, but here we go. Logan playing at the front of the site will now back off. Actually, he's going to slide over into cannons.
Will they check it? That's the big question, right? This could be a GG spot if you don't take a look at it. And B's pulling a lot of attention with that op. So, yeah, Logan will be able to step out. He finds 2. Vault eventually takes him out, but at a huge cost because Deca will finish it off. So, this has been a pretty good CT side from BMC right now. I mean, they got 5. They should get a 6 because Vault's low on money. So, they're definitely off to a good start here.
Yes. Sorry. Still, people want me to rename the stream to tell them things, but no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to cave to the pressure.
You guys can deal with it.
If you want to bet skins, you deal with it.
Yeah.
So Vault's going to force up here, actually. A little bit of utility on Rarkar, Mitch, and Effie. AK for Rarkar and upgraded pistols for the rest of them. Most of the rounds ending over in B. Of course, I think the pistol was at A. We did see them set up for an A split that then they got more kills from the connector at B, and the round ended there. The last one, though, the Vault actually goes for a straight-up take at A, and it did not work out. So now they go right back over to B. Seems to be where they are more comfortable. Got a bunch of people wrapped up over at Rock, and even with the Tech 9 and through the smoke, Mitch is able to get the headshot. Gramps needs to clear out Rock because someone died and their last will was to throw that bomb very far forward. Everything's cleaned up on the B side of things, but now Logan coming up long. Platt actually kills Rarkar. He's going to try to flash himself out. Mitch spots him, is able to get the bomb, but Logan, 2 kills last round, 2 kills this round.
He just had a nice little quick flank there on long B, and though it was actually checked there by Rarkar, he just didn't land the shots and put Mitch in a 1v1, and Mitch just unable to come up with it. So great close there from Logan. And a round that I thought B's Money Crew would win. It definitely wasn't as clean as they had hoped, but still is salvaged by Logan. And so they are now up 6-5, but we should still see a full purchase coming in now as well. So see what Vault can do, because they've been decent on their gun rounds here.
Well, Logan starting off again with the kill. And to quickly answer questions, this was the pick of B's Money Crew. First map, Vault picked Mirage. Second map, third map, Dust 2. Randomized.
I guess I misspoke as well. I thought Vault would buy this round. They did not. They just kind of Tech 9 up again. So I guess their money was a little bit lower than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was still in the very low 3Ks from when I quickly glanced. I don't think Rarkar that went where you wanted it to. And now B is going to op you because this man was not blind. Food, not blind either. B with 2. Effie trying to make his way on a long platform. Bomb down over and drop. And then actually Effie's the last man, so yeah, nice shot by B. 3K for him from the back of the site. And Vault going into round 12 now. 13 will be able to buy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're hitting max loss bonus as well, so they pretty much can force buy until they win-lose. But they definitely need to put some rounds on the board, because, again, this is a map where we feel like most of the opportunities that you're going to get come from the terrorist side. Vault started off pretty strong. I mean, yeah, they lost pistol, but then they won that 5 rounds in a row once the rifle round started, and so it looked like they were really going to take control of the game, but we've seen B's Money Crew win the last 4 in a row. They've been able to put a stop to some of these heavy B hits that Vault's been attempting, and oh, there it is again, B
That's
with the op. He's been doing pretty well at that op over in the B-bomb site, that is for sure.
Yeah, Rakar was set up for someone to peek from below the wall, and when B jumped up, he was aiming at his foot. Landed like 4 shots, but it was at his foot. So B comes out ahead.
Beck has also been pretty good in this playing this A rotation position. And a couple of nice multi-frag rounds. He might get himself another one here.
Well, Nerdy able to clean up most of that. He finds Wrath, but it still leaves Nerdy and Gramps against 3. That's B, Food, and Logan, and they're all pretty much spread out. It's Food in between in the connector watching that drop window exit. You've got B at B's site. Actually pretty passive on the site, and over in A still is Logan. And, well, that's unfortunate. Gramps is having some real issues with that the internet tonight. Blacked out in a previous round, and here he's gone.
Yeah, because, I mean, it was a 2v3. Now it's a 1v3. It was already going to be difficult. Now it's damn near impossible. We'll see what Nerdy can do, though. But B's got that op trained on Mom. He was waiting for him to cross, but Nerdy hits the shot anyway, so got enough time left to maybe use this smoke and get in here. Maybe get a bomb plane. He's actually looking for frags, though, and he did spot Logan rotating in the drop-down room. But he will go for the plant, get the... Oh, never mind.
That's
Get the
unfortunate.
guaranteed money. Yeah, I mean, he was literally about to put it down before that bullet caught him in the head. But, yeah, losing a player in a 2v3 like that certainly disappointing. I mean, obviously, to no one's fault, but, yeah, you hate to see that happen.
Dust, why are there only 9 people in the server?
Well...
Did this happen in Europe today?
No.
It didn't happen in Europe today. Did it happen in
Make a
NA
point with that?
last night? Yes, it
I don't
did.
know. Oh, did it?
Or whenever we
wasn't here.
last did NA.
Are you trying to say you hate an ACS?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
am, Dust.
Well,
I don't
I've
want
been
to
in
hate it.
ACS for a while.
I don't want to
mate.
hate it. But I
seen
certainly
worse.
do. Oh, I've seen worse as well. And I've been involved in worse. It's just unfortunate. It's like,
Indeed.
see, I don't even think it's the player's fault. I think it's just that our ISPs are absolute garbage.
Well, whenever you're pretty much 80% of the people in the United States are forced to use shitcast,
Yeah.
you're gonna have problems. Or Time Warner. So either way, you're getting screwed, man. By one of those two, because they're like a monopoly between those two. Luckily for me, I live in one of those areas where I get someone that's not Comcast or Time Warner, so I'm pretty happy about that. I got to avoid that whole lesser of two evils decision.
And then there's the blessed few that have Google Fiber.
Yeah, the blessed.
Or
I
even
think Verizon
Verizon
Fios
Fiber.
has also got
Yeah.
some pretty good
Even
marks as well.
AT&T's Fiber.
I've been pretty happy with my ISP. I have Cox.
Nice.
They're pretty solid. I've had no issues with them.
Memes aside, Cox is great.
Cox is pretty good.
Good customer service.
I like when Cox comes to my house.
That's nice.
Gives me their service.
Gives you a little fix up.
Yeah.
All
Say
right.
Cox takes care of me.
Let's keep the Cox jokes coming. We're potentially gonna go to a break.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a
But
break.
then, of course, we'll only be gone for 2 seconds.
Yeah, watch. As soon as we go to a break, he's back in TeamSpeak.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back in a second, guys. All right, guys. We're back. And Gramps unfortunately has $0. But hey, a Tech 9. It's probably more than enough. That gun's really good.
Pretty solid.
Mitch working his way out fast on platform, and they've already got across that smoke. B back in the coop. He will fall. 4 people coming up through connector and the rock. Food, the point man in that charge. Bomb down, dropped by Wrath. And they are just getting it done here. And well, it's unfortunate what happens there for Gramps. As his money's pretty wrecked, and going into what now, the last round of the first half. $3,400.
It's pretty even up to everyone else. Well, you got max loss bonus like the whole team did, so they're pretty much bought down to 0 anyway. So not a big deal. But I think the big problem with Vault is their playbook is worn thin. I mean, pretty much all they've had is a default and a heavy B hit, and that's really been it. And here lately, B's op has been shutting down that B hit. And Vault hasn't really been able to find a way to get around that. Now they're actually going to try their luck over on the other side of the map here at A. They get control of the middle room. They take Logan down very low HP, and his support is very far away. Wrath and Decker are just now getting over here to the site, but Wrath will get a kill, evens it back up. I think Deck actually made it to the site unspotted as well, so there's hope for him. But it's just kind of an exchange of frags that favors Vault as they will get into the site and get this bomb planted.
Yep, getting this last round is going to be very nice for them if they can do it. B has now been spotted and tagged somewhat heavily. The nade does not do that much. Both Food and B are very, very low on, I think it was like 8 and 28. Nerdy is just going to go ahead and get them both. 3K on the round for him. That's 9-6. Moving on into the second half. Hopefully not a whole lot of issues, and we'll be able to get things started to make up for some of the delays that we've already experienced.
Sure hope so. As, yeah, I mean, like I said, Vault just didn't really seem to have too much in the playbook there. Normally, you don't necessarily need it because the long B hits can just be so powerful, but B's Money Crew was able to put a pretty consistent stop to it. So they were able to come up with 9 CT rounds. That's a pretty solid CT side for this map. And we'll see what they got on the T side. If they have, you know, an equally as good or even just a slightly lesser T side, then they should be able to close out this map. It was their pick after all. So I guess it wouldn't be, you know, crazy shocking that they didn't steal a map away from their opponent unexpectedly or something. But yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out as we're going to get live with this pistol.
If anyone is just joining us, this is the CEVO GFINITY Season 9 Pro Placement Tournament. The upper bracket finals, so one of these teams are going to get a go at the North American Pro League, one of the first brackets that's going to be coming out starting this Thursday. Go to CEVO.com to read the news post to find out exactly how that season is structured, because it is quite different. But now onto the pistol. Rarkar going to start it off strong. I was actually deathmatching against him the other day. He'll bring down Deca, aim on point. And let's see, Effie to hold on to the site. Gramps coming over on rotation. Effie brings down one of the cross. So does Gramps, so no one getting across. Even Mitch now involved. And Food. He will die. Really? All right, you want to know my least favorite player? It's going to be Food. Because every time I say his name, it reminds me that I'm hungry.
Yeah. I see that. Big round from Vault, though. Winning that round keeps him in the game. I mean, I think if they would have lost that and B's Money Crew goes up 12-6, being on the T side of Cobble, that this game would have maybe fizzled out pretty quickly. But now Vault are right back into it. They do have to deal with a little bit of a force buy here from BMC. And when I mean a little bit of a force buy, I mean a full force buy. But Mitch, he's got the swag 7, and he's putting it to work. Gets 2 kills. Gramps comes in for 2 pretty quickly as well, and that gets mopped up quite quickly. So I would assume that this this is going to wind up just kind of being like a dead round. And we'll get into the next gun round here soon, tied up 9-9, right?
Later is trying to get those kills, but literally everyone was dying too fast. The Mag 7 MP7 connection, lucky 7s in the drop room for Vault. And it's Glocks. God, it's so hard not to bust that out.
Please don't. Just please.
It is. It's Glocks.
Find a way.
That's all they got. Nice nade from FE. Sometimes you got to get worried if they pull out a nade when the people are coming up a little too fast. But both the molly and the nade very well timed here from FE. He finds 2. He's going in for more. The man's hungry. Oh, and speaking of hungry, Food takes him out of the round. Logan now on 21 HP, scared and alone here in mid-room. See Logan on Discovery Channel.
Be Naked and Afraid?
I have no idea when that show airs, but I'm sure it's not worth watching, honestly.
Is that the name of the show?
It's Naked and Afraid. It's not good.
Okay. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to do that show.
I'd do it.
I hope they get paid well. I know you do it.
do it
I mean,
for
I'd do it
free.
too. Okay, well, that's a little different.
I mean, any other circumstance you're running around naked in the woods, you're weird. But if it's on TV, why not?
We are in the first gun round here in the second half. Looks like it is going to be a long B hit here from BMC. And Vault dealing with it pretty well here. I mean, BMC finally getting some kills since they come out the drop down room, but just a couple. Now Deca left alone in a 1v3. Bomb is down. Not looking good. Does find one, however. Making it a little easier. But that's that. Is this going to be one of those rare, like, CT-sided cobblestones? Is that what we're in for?
Perhaps. I don't know if they're probably not that rare, but at the highest level of play, they probably are a little more rare.
I guess that's true.
Just because it's harder to defend against let's say a Fnatic, right, who is going to have their teamwork on point, and of course are just some of the nuttiest aimers on the planet, and there's not that much good cover on the sites, but there's a little more room to wiggle about on your CT side. Also, they've been using this tree boost pretty nicely, and haven't really seen that dealt with.
As we did see VMC force up a little bit here. I mean, they got a couple of Tech 9s, a couple of guarded pistols. No utility, though, and no armor. Looks like they just want to explode. They have one flash on Logan. Okay, so it's a pop flash to get in here onto Mitch, it seems.
Oh, they give him a quick jiggle peek. Mitch is only able to get one.
Flash.
Gramps with 20 bullets, and okay, nice Molotovs and nades going in to dissuade them getting into that secondary drop room, so they'll go out the window instead. Nerdy shooting them down through the door. Notices one to his left, stops Food. That's the bomb, and Gramps on the other side intercepts Logan. Vault in the lead by 2.
Yeah, they've come back now. They've won every round this half. So after having quite the losing streak there in the first half, where they were up, 5-3 at one point, then really let that lead slip. Now they're right back on the saddle, and if they can keep this up, might be able. God dang it!
I'm sorry, Maury.
Could you?
I'm not a gymnast. No,
Couldn't let it go.
couldn't.
As Mitch is going to take his op here over towards long A. They're kind of a community effort with the op over here on Vault. I think I've seen a couple different people with it in their hands.
Yeah, I thought it was
Mostly been Mitch
Gramps
tonight, though.
but yeah, we've been seeing Mitch with it for the most part. Rakar up in the wooden boxes. Don't know if they've actually spotted him yet, and if there's enough of a distraction coming from the site. Rakar's in a position to get some free kills, but he will actually peek out and watch the smoke a little bit as the bullets come by, and I think that nade will kind of give his position away. Molotov as well. That's going to force Deca to move. Oh, actually took so much damage from that.
I thought he would. Yeah, he took way more than I thought he would.
And he goes down.
He's done.
But B will find the trade. 50 seconds on the clock, and it's into a 4-on-4. Wrath still lurking around in middle a bit, but now he's starting to come back into the Dragon Room, into the museum. Everyone gearing up for the B hit. Logan ready to go in through drop. Actually, also with Wrath. So 2-2 split onto B.
Gramps is going to have his eye on drop. Nerdy here watching that smoke to see if it's going to pour down from the broken wall. Does actually control a drop. So Nerdy's in a tough spot here, but he's able to deliver. Finds the kill in the drop down room, slows it down, allowing that rotate to set in, looking for another. Does fall, but Wrath and B are very low on HP here, so this is still doable for the 2 remaining members of Vault.
Yeah, it's up to FC and Mitch right now. Ooh, looks like Effie is pretty aware that someone might still be in there. It's going to be tough. Now just a 2-on-2 as B is taken out. Mitch still with that up. Making his way further in. He's actually going to be the one to tap the bomb first. Nice shot by Effie. Now into the 1-versus-1. He knows exactly where Food is. He's just got to try to win out. He's got to do it quickly, but jumping up, Food will take him down. 2K for him, and a 2K for B previous to that.
Yeah, so really big play there from Food. I mean, losing his player and drop, but still being able to win the 1v2 at the end. That's the first round for BMC this half. So while Vault took the lead, BMC not going to allow it to be extended too far before striking back. Just 1 round away from tying it right back up, but Vault's still on pretty much a full buy. Mitch actually does go for the Swag 7 again. He could have been dropped a rifle by Nerdy or something, but decides put the shotgun to use again. He's had mixed results with it so far. Usually at least able to get one kill from this spot, from what we've seen so far this half.
Yeah, I mean, even on a couple rounds, he got more than that. He actually did better when he had the mag against the rifles than when he did just against the pistols. I guess the higher mobility for the pistols is maybe worth it when you're going and trying to just jump past that shotgun. Once again, both teams kind of showing a big affinity to this B site.
So basically, Cobble.
Yeah, that's true.
We've seen some teams starting to stray more towards A though, like some of the Brazilian teams.
SK when we saw them on Cobble in the European Last Chance qualifiers. Mitch again, good for one. Rarkar actually finds nothing. Wrath with the double entry, now finally brought down. Thought for a second he might actually get Nerdy. Nerdy steps up real big, grabs 3, and the bomb delivered at his feet. It's up to Food with the op, 1 versus 3.
Yep, just the op here. Around onto the broken wall. Pretty much everyone is towards B, except for Effie's, who's a little bit wary of some type of flank from middle. Suda's still yet to make any noise, so they still aren't quite sure where he is yet. That bomb is down in such a tough spot for him.
This is a shot on the Nerdy, still lives, but Nerdy goes in and finds the 4th kill. 12 to 10. Vault now being pretty commanding here, only dropping 1 round, which leaves them with 6 of the 7 in this half won.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a great job here on the CT side of Cabo, no doubt about it. I was like pretty impressed with BMC being able to win, you know, that 6-round winning streak at the end of the first half to take a pretty decent lead, but Vault has done even better thus far on their own CT side. Now they have BMC again onto a save because they actually reset BMC's money. So they're actually pretty screwed these next couple of rounds.
Oh, that nade hurt. And Mitch just got a double. Finds out, gets the triple. And a no-scope onto Logan. Later gets there in time to see the fireworks. Gramps finds the last kill, 13 to 10. Mitch got to be feeling good after that round.
Oh, absolutely, and BMC's money is still pretty limited.
Oh,
I mean, they will
Effie.
be able to get rifles, but low on utility, and they have Logan on a Galil, so certainly not ideal. Like we do have a tech problem. Spilled something on his mouse pad.
Yo, he's done. Get him out of here. Well, good thing there's all those videos going around about how to wash your mouse pad now, so maybe there's hope yet for him.
Oh, there's videos going around about that?
Oh, you didn't see the Zeus video from his stream? That was pretty funny.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I tried to wash my mouse pad once. It sucked. It did not.
And you can wash it in a washing machine, just like clothes.
Yeah, that's what I did. It did not turn out very well.
Or you can just take a sponge to it.
Yeah, I think that might be the better call. Let's be honest, kids. It's not going to make you any better.
Really not. Plus, they're so cheap. You might
Yeah,
as
they're
well
like
buy, like, a
20
new one
bucks.
every year.
Crack open that piggy bank, get a mouse pad, sell your skins some way that you can get a mouse pad from it.
Probably the lamest thing I've ever heard a pause being taken for.
I mean, hey, it happens.
Maybe lamer things have happened that they just gone unspoken, you know?
Be cool if you could buy like certain merchandise with Steam money. So like if you just sold your stuff on the marketplace, then you could like buy a mouse pad from SteelSeries like through the Steam market. That'd be sick. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I have a lot of technology on my desk these days, so I
Don't even.
I have a
have
cup.
anything.
I have a cup that has a
That
lid.
sippy cup, man. Is it Star Wars?
Yeah. And I have knocked it over quite a few times. It's kind of funny though, because like the lid gives you the security that you're like, all right, I don't have to worry about knocking it over. And then like now you kind of knock it over because you're not worried about it. But it's still better.
This guy in Twitch chat, listen up, cheeky casters. Cleaning mouse pads is very good to get from Silver 1 to Global Elite.
His name is
That's
Kappa
the secret.
1337.
Yeah,
Dust.
I don't know if I want to.
You can't
wanna
trust
believe
anything
those
that
types of
man
things.
says.
Probably not.
Plebeian CSGO analyst or plebeian. I put my drink on the left because my desk doesn't have space on the right. Same. I do the same.
So you wouldn't get it on your mouse pad, you just might dump it all over your keyboard.
Or my audio mixer.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
Best banter ever. Psych, that was terrible.
The size of a man's mouse pad determines how well he satisfies his mouse from deranged boar. My mouse is very satisfied.
Alright, Twitch chat.
My mouse pad is gigantic. I have the SteelSeries QCK XXL, like the 40 inches or whatever.
You are a nerd.
Yeah, dude.
Use it like for your keyboard.
My
too,
rival
or
is satisfied. Look at B's money crew. Do they want to go A dust?
They might. B might want to flank drop down room, try to pull a happy. Or a Rubinho.
Yeah, or like
Any other
people.
lurker I could think of that play on the B side of the map.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's just Rubino.
Yeah, it is Rubino.
Or Rubino, as was that
messed it up.
Striker? I think from HLTV they kept calling him Rubino, and then maybe Wonder,
no
like
idea.
maybe that's how it's called.
I don't know, man. Just like everyone still says Zipic's wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, according to
No, you just said it
himself.
right.
Oh,
It was
People call him
Zipix,
Zipnix.
but everyone says Zipnix because of the 9.
yeah, Zipic's.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
Just like there's still a argument over how to say him one.
Yeah, I call him Henry these days. We got Rarkar over at Rock into a 4-on-4 as Effie that brings Logan down to even it back up. I'm already being planted. Mitch has got it down at the site. Gramps trying to retake. Has killed Food on one side of the rectangle. Look at this man. Look at B. Going through and just killing people. Into a 2-on-2. Dekka's been spotted and gets a quick peek out the wood box. Actually catches Gramps in the face. Now Effie, a little bit more HP, but both these guys are still low. And Dekka, I think, might be making the very, very smart play. This gets smoked off. He can just go around over to drop or just stay there and come through the smoke. But this is what Effie is actually expecting, and now he knows what's going on. Dekka, though, having shown himself in shot, means Effie can't really get back onto this bomb. Now he's just running out of time,
Yeah,
tapping
done.
and tapping, and the round at this point is forfeit. Dekka will go down, and Effie tried his best with the 4K, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, not quite. B has been kind of the big guy for his own money crew. Really, especially on the CT side with the op, he was looking really impressive, and that was a big play from him in that round to kind of give him team something to work with. I mean, they've only been able to find a round here or there this half. It's been slim pickings for the money crew over there. He needs to pay him a little bit more. By I mean a little bit more, I mean actually some money.
Hey, you don't know.
Richard Lewis on this, man, or not paying out.
I think it's just their team name.
A joke, man. That was a very good one.
So, B's money crew. I don't even understand what that means. That's like not the
don't
first
either.
time I've seen a team with money crew in their title. I just don't get it.
Like the first time I remember seeing it was can't remember his name. Or I know his name. Was it Bass? Jason Bass? Before he was like part of the Complexity organization, I think
Oh,
he ran
yeah.
like 3D.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
can't remember, or maybe it was Dallas Venom or something like that he ran. Like after CGS died, they named it after him, like Bass's Money Crew, BMC. Yeah, remember that. First time I saw it was then.
I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. Money crew. An organization founded in 2003 on the principles of heavy partying and womanizing. Money crew, baby.
Always rely on good old Urban Dictionary to come through, and like you can rely on Vault to, prevent B's Money Crew from stringing together more than, one round apiece, as they will reset B's Money Crew again. And this is a terrible time to have that happen when you're down 11-14, and you're pretty much going to concede map point to Vault, because whatever force buy you want to put together here is not going to be pretty. So it's almost like they're kind of forced to play for the tie. Yeah, they're just going to Glock it out. Don't do it. Don't do it, Joey.
Not gonna do it.
Don't.
They've got some gun. They've got the default starter pistol for the T side.
Indeed they do.
Pretty good value at $200. I think they're actually something like $600.
Yeah.
Nice realism. Everyone's in drop. There's no way this ends well for B's Money Crew. Nerdy running out of bullets, but pulls out the USP.
Which was still better than the Glock. So it's a win-win. Now it's 15-11 for Vault, and B's Money Crew will, of course, buy up what they can, but a lot of Galils involved, no real utility involved either. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good for Vault to take this map, actually. I mean, it didn't look that way when we first started. I mean, it was a 9-6 half in favor of B's Money Crew, but ever since they lost that pistol, they've just only found it around here or there, quite spread out. So it looks like Vault might just get the job done here. It is going to be some pressure being put onto B again by Deca with that Galil. Our card is waiting for him with this op. So it's now passed on to someone else. Was Mitch. Now it's Rarkar. And Rarkar delivers.
He does. Deca was trying so hard to bait that shot, and, well, he got the shot, but unfortunately for him, it also connected. B over at Rectangle. Still trying to fight. He's getting pretty low. Nerdy's able to take him out. Mitch with one more. And now it's Logan trying to minimize that profile, but it's tough. Ooh, actually, Galil gets one through the smoke and then cremated. 16-11. Dominant CT sides from both, but way more dominant. Or perhaps maybe just lackluster T sides from both.
Well, I mean, it wasn't always that way. Like when we first started the first half, it was like 5-3? Because Vault won once the rifle round started on the first half on their T side. They had a good little winning streak going on there, but eventually BMC caught on. Mostly the op of B over at the B bomb site was really kind of the big thing that changed, that started putting rounds on the board for BMC. Then you flip